Hello, thank you once again for Press and Play. Nigezza here from nigezza.blogspot.com, and I'm going to show you how I made a card using some of the new products in the autumn and winter catalogue. And one of the things I've been dying to use is the new cat punch, which lots of people have been very excited about. I'm not a cat lover, but I do have some friends who are huge cat lovers, crazy cat ladies that they are, and so I decided I'd make a card for the two particular friends that I'm thinking of using this, and I wanted to do something a little bit different and a little bit kind of sort of shabby chic. So to make this card I used a piece of our extra thick Whisper White, just a piece of A4 cut in half, scored in half, and then I'm using Sweet Sugar Plum, so I've matted that, and that is just 5 5/8 by 3 7/8, and then a double mat of ordinary Whisper White, and that's 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. All the measurements will be on my blog. So what I did was I wanted to not have just a plain piece of white, so I wanted to give it a little bit of dimension. So I am using this from the current annual catalogue, the burlap background stamp, and I am using my Tim Holtz platform for this, because I don't have all the blocks for the big background stamps, because I don't need them, because I've got this. So I don't want it to be the first generation of ink, so I'm going to stamp it once and then stamp it again. I have done a demonstration video on the Tim Holtz stamp platform, but there are plenty of them around, and they're really simple. Ink it up and stamp it down, remembering this is a rubber stamp, that you use the rubber side of it. And what's wonderful about this is if you see bits like that aren't quite done, just give it a press, because you do still have to press it down to use. So I'm now going to put my about right, I didn't measure it, so stick that in there, hold it in place using my magnets. They are, I want to just touch the corners with them because I actually want the ink to cover it all, and then I'm just going to press down because I didn't want it to be as dark as the first impression, because I thought that would take away. Just wanted it to be a little bit subtle. Do a little bit more. It's a little bit too subtle, that. Yeah, that's fine. I shall clean that later. Alright, so, and whilst I've got the ink out, I will on my little scrap, and I'm using sentiment from the Teeny Tiny Sentiments, loads of sentiments in there, and I decided to go for Friend to Friend. It's not one I've used before, but I thought I'm just sending this just to send a card, not for any reason other than they're crazy cat ladies and I appreciate them. So I'm using our label punch to punch that out, and I'm gonna ink around the edges of that. Find my sponge. That is, oh, it's not there. Well, I never, not quite sure what I've done with that one. I usually keep them all together. Oh, it's in there. I've just recently been away, and when I go away, I have a little travelling kit. So there we are. So I'm just going to ink the edges of this. And whilst I'm about it, I'll ink the edges of this too. There we go. So that's me inking done. So now let's put this card together. So I've already cut out the elements that I want for it. So I have used, believe it or not, one of our Christmas thinlits. It's called Trim Your Stocking, and it's got lots and lots of elements in this set, and I really liked the stitched heart. So I've used the stitch heart, and I've used this little trim here to make my elements, and I am using the floral garden. And so out of Pool Party I cut my stitched heart and cat, 2 cats, and some trim. I'm going to find them now, and they're all running away from me. So I had 1 cat going one way and 1 cat facing the other way. I have experimented with drawing faces and things on them, but I just wanted them plain, and I just want them looking across at each other with a heart in the middle. And my trim is going to go across the top. I have got 2 Pool Party trims. So I cut them up before, and I cut 2 out of Sweet Sugar Plum, and then I lost 1, and then I decided that actually it looked better in Pool Party, and now I can't actually find the Pool Party. It must have fallen on the floor somewhere, and just can't believe it. So I'll put it together, and it will find its way, I'm sure. So I am just simply going to glue. Don't know why I turned that round, because it's exactly the same one side as is the other, isn't it? So I'm just going to glue this to the card base using Tombow, because that's what, oh, bit too big a blob there. Where's my little plastic pot? Let's stick it in. I am just going to, I've usually got a bit of a lolly stick somewhere hanging around, can't find it, use a bit of scrap, just going to pull that in, otherwise that'll squish out and go over my card. There we go. Move that out of the way before I make a mess with that. So this just leaves a nice 1/8 of an inch border all the way around the card, and that's the look I am going for. And then I'm going to stick the elements on top of this card. What I chose to do is use our lovely glitter ribbon, which is in Pool Party, and I wanted to give it a lift, and we didn't have what I just wanted a little thin ribbon, and this is our sheer ribbon, and this is the white, and I've just coloured it with a marker. So I've just coloured it using the Sweet Sugar Plum marker to match it, and it colours really easily. And I'm just going to stick those 2 on top of each other because I thought that was a lovely, lovely look. So I am going to, on the back of this card, I'm just going to put a bit of snail, just to grab the ribbon. I'm going to stick the blue one down first. I'm going to use my grid mat to line it up, and I'm going to go 2 up. So pull that over, get to 2, and oh, it's stuck. I use snail so that it wouldn't stick quite so quickly. That's fine. And then a little bit more on the ribbon, and I'm going to kind of eyeball this from the other side where it's in the middle and fold it over, and it should now hold in place with the snail that's on the back, which it does. And then I'm going to take a bit of a glue dot to hold it in place on the front here so that it doesn't go keep riding up. It is going to have a sentiment under there, so it should be alright. So I'm going to stick that over there where the sentiment's going to sit on top, so you won't actually see it. And that just gives it a bit more, so it doesn't move around quite so much. And then I'm going to stick me cats on there like so. Right, so I'm just going to use a bit of snail to stick the cats on. So they're just sitting there slightly above the ribbon. I love this colour combination. I just think it's really sweet, and I think this gives it a nice shabby chic sort of look. So again, putting that so it's slightly above, and I think I might pop up that part on a dimensional. Making this up as I go along again. As I've been doing this, I have been scouring my desk for the other bit of trim, and I can't see the other bit of trim. Sorry about that. So I cut myself another piece, and I found the one that was missing. What can I say? So when I did it in a rough mock-up, I had originally cut the sweet sugar plum, and then when I lost my sweet sugar plum, I didn't have another scrap, so I didn't want to cut into another piece, so I decided to cut it out of a pool party bit, but I actually now not sure which colour I want to use, because I don't like the way that the pool party is next to the pool party heart. So I think I'm going to go with my original idea of sweet sugar plum, actually. So maybe it was a good thing that I lost it. Okay, so I'm going to put this somewhere safe, she says. Right, so I'm just going to get a little bit of Tombow to stick these on, just a little small blob on the end of each blob, and then tiny thin bit going across the tops, and it should go a little bit under that heart. Oh, and that'll stick down nicely. And then the other one. Oops. I love the whole shabby chic, vintage sort of look. And I know that one of my friends likes that because we go to vintage fairs and she's always buying old clothes. There we go. Oh, that stuck to my finger. Get down. There we go. So I'm going to put this on. I'm going to stick it up on dimensionals. I'm just going to use the skeleton ends. I haven't yet bought the mini dimensionals. I think I will next time I order, because I think that's a cool idea. So now I've got to decide, do I want that in the centre or to the side? And I think normally I go to the side, but I'm going to stick this one in the centre because your eye line's centred with the heart and everything. So I think that works. But I am going to get another glue dot because I originally stuck it over there because that was where I thought I was going to do it. And I put it in the middle. I think it needs a little bit of securing underneath that ribbon to keep it in place. Yeah, that's better. And I thought that was crying out for a little something there. So these aren't in our current catalogue, these have now retired. I'm not sure if they're still available on the clearance rack, and I thought I might carry on with that heart idea and put a heart at either side. Like so. And then I'm going to stick this up with some dimensionals on the back. I'm going to trim that ribbon a bit because that's quite a lot of ribbon there that's unnecessary. And I think I'm gonna just to add some extra security to make sure that those ribbons don't suddenly undo. I'm gonna put a bit of really strong adhesive tape over it, and then I just need to peel off the backing of my dimensionals. This is when having nails really helps. And then that, again, it's got an even border all the way around, which helps with the placement. So there we have it. A little crazy cat lady, shabby chic sort of card. I quite like it. What do you think? All the measurements and everything will be over on my blog at nigezza.blogspot.com. So please like and subscribe if you like what you've seen. And if you don't have a demonstrator and would like a copy of the new Autumn Winter catalogue, then just leave me a comment and I would be happy to send you one. Okay, thanks for watching.